Then, when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay, I get the mansion.
In a startling and disturbing turn of events, Justin Bieber allegedly revealed upsetting information about Sean Diddy Combs, accusing him of extremely inappropriate behavior from his teenage years. Recent rumors indicate Diddy has been arrested and is hiding out, maybe terrified by these disclosures. Thus, the situation has gotten more serious. Once a rising star under Diddy's tutelage, Bieber is reportedly facing a terrible reality that none else saw. Bieber's own footage showing him and Diddy at a party is a crucial piece of evidence fueling this debate. Before diving into that, though, it's important to know how their relationship evolved and how it has lately collapsed. Once seen as a successful and encouraging mentoring between one of the biggest moguls in the music business and a young star, the story of abuse and manipulation has emerged from what first appeared as such. With charges ranging from sex trafficking to coercion to racketeering, Diddy's recent arrest rocked the entertainment industry. His long-standing reputation, which for decades was veiled in success and power, is now under closer scrutiny from a darker standpoint. These charges cover not only physical violence, but also mental manipulation and control, presenting an unsettling picture of a man who used his influence in ways much beyond professional mentoring. The federal indictment claims that Diddy was running a sophisticated network using intimidation, violence, and blackmail to keep underprivileged people captive. Among the charges are assertions that both men and women were victims, complicating the inquiry. Bieber's involvement is among the most surprising events, while the public is still adjusting to the scope of these accusations. Former protege of Diddy, Justin Bieber's relationship with the music industry has lately attracted close examination. At the height of Justin Bieber's early career in the late 2000s, Diddy was among the powerful people helping the young musician become well known. Bieber, just 15 at the time, was inundated with attention, and Diddy, a seasoned professional in the business, provided what many would have thought to be a guiding hand. Diddy was even said to show Bieber the ropes, meaning he would show Bieber the ropes of the music business. But what that really meant is now a troubling issue. Diddy, then in his early 40s, claimed in 2009 that he had 48 hours of Bieber custody. This was written off as lighthearted industry banter at the time, but in the present environment, this event is being seen as a possible red flag. Given the accusations against Bieber, the language Diddy used, that he was living out a dream, now seems far more sinister. Many have questioned the appropriateness of these exchanges in the resurfaced footage where Diddy suggests Bieber would experience luxury and excess under his watch. When one considers rumors of Diddy's infamous freak-offs, wild, exclusive parties allegedly involving dubious and exploitative behavior, the unpleasant tone of some of these conversations becomes even more disturbing. Bieber may never have been directly involved, but the mere association raises questions. Reports claim Justin Bieber was profoundly disturbed as word of Diddy's arrest went out. Close sources say Bieber struggles to understand what is happening and has cut off friends and family. For Bieber, who had once praised Diddy for guiding the course of his career, this degree of seclusion reflects the weight of the circumstances. Now though, Bieber is left wondering if his mentor might have been hiding a far darker side all along, given claims of abuse and manipulation. Bieber's past of mental health issues complicates his emotional state in view of these disclosures even more. Bieber has been candid over the years about his struggles with anxiety and depression. The shock of Diddy's arrest might only aggravate these problems. Reportedly in a state of crisis, he is unable to reconcile the man he once loved with the person accused of such horrible deeds. Old footage, especially the controversial clips from 2009 and 2010, has stoked the flames once more. Diddy is seen in one video searching Bieber for a wire, presumably out of paranoia following a police raid on Diddy's house. This was seen at the time as yet another eccentric episode from a celebrity used to a high-stakes existence. Now, however, this clip is being re-examined through the lens of control and manipulation. Over their time together, did Diddy control Bieber in an unhealthy way? Power relations in the music business are sometimes complicated, particularly in relation to a young rising star and an established powerhouse. Bieber was especially sensitive in his early years, and given Diddy's influence and power, there are growing questions about whether Bieber might have been exposed to unsuitable and negative surroundings under the pretense of mentoring. Though there is no direct proof connecting Bieber to the parties connected with Diddy's freak-offs, the environment of luxury and excess, Diddy exposed Bieber to beg serious concerns. The accusations against Diddy and the implication that Justin Bieber might have been impacted highlight a more general issue with abuse and exploitation in the entertainment business. Sadly, Diddy might not be the last significant person in Hollywood or the music business to come under charges of this scope. He is not the first either. Stories of young stars being taken advantage of by people in power have dogged the business for years. From the predatory behavior revealed by the #MeToo movement continues cases against powerful people like R. Kelly. The entertainment business is not unfamiliar with these sinister disclosures. The Diddy case particularly bothers me because it raises questions about his manipulation of young men like Bieber, who were vulnerable and fresh to the demands of stardom, not only women. While Justin Bieber has not publicly addressed Diddy's arrest, those close to him suggest that he is grappling with a profound sense of betrayal. The unsettling prospect that his mentor was far from the man he thought he was replaces the years of respect he had for Diddy now seem hollow. Many worry that Bieber's mental health and his future in the music business may suffer long-term as he withdraws into solitude. The public, as well as those working in the field, have started to wonder how such exploitation could be allowed to persist this entire process. The wider consequences for the music business cannot be disregarded as the case against Diddy develops. This is a reflection of an industry that has long ignored improper relationships between influential people and young stars, not only of a scandal involving one person. The entertainment industry has to accept this reality and deal with the institutional mistreatment that has lasted for decades. To stop these kinds of power imbalances from damaging next generations of talent, industry veterans and supporters of young artists are advocating tougher rules and inspection. Reforms that would safeguard young stars, mandatory mentoring programs, psychological support, contractual protections guaranteeing their well-being above profit are in great demand. The entertainment business has to face its past as more people forward their stories and more secrets are discovered. Although the Diddy Bieber story is only one chapter in a far bigger story of exploitation, if public demand for responsibility keeps driving significant change. When done with real care and intention, mentoring is one of the best things about working in the entertainment business. This gives up-and-coming artists a chance to learn from more experienced ones how to deal with fame, success, and business. On the other hand, mentorship can be very harmful when it is used to control others. What people used to see as a mentorship between Justin Bieber and Diddy now seems to be a sign of something much worse. As a business mogul, Diddy had a lot of power over Bieber. Their public relationship seemed friendly and fun, but new video footage and accusations paint a different picture. Bieber isn't the only one who has been manipulated in this way. Powerful people have taken advantage of young talent in the entertainment industry in the past. These relationships often make it hard to tell the difference between work and personal life, whether they do so through manipulation, coercion, or psychological control. Because they want to do well, young stars may find it hard to say no in some situations. It can be harmful to make concessions in order to please mentors and keep their approval. In Bieber's case, the question still stands. Was he ever really free to choose how to live his personal and professional life? Or was he controlled by people like Diddy? There is a lot of pressure on many celebrities to talk about their pasts, especially when those experiences involve powerful people. Bieber is under even more pressure because he has been dating Diddy for a long time, and talking about the allegations in public could have negative effects. Bieber, like many other young stars, has had to learn how to deal with the challenges of fame from a very young age. While talking about abuse or manipulation they may have experienced, public figures often find it hard to answer questions. Coming forward can lead to closure, healing, and justice, but it can also lead to suspicion, backlash, and close scrutiny. In the past, the entertainment business has not been friendly to people who try to change things, especially when it comes to big names like Diddy. If Bieber does decide to talk more about his relationship with Diddy, he might help show the bad sides of the entertainment business and encourage other people to do the same, but he might not be able to handle the emotional weight of remembering those things at this point in his life. Bieber's role in this ongoing scandal, whether he speaks out or not, shows how hard it is for victims of abuse and exploitation to make decisions. It shows how complicated the connection is between fame, trauma, and the need for justice in a business that often values power over people. The news about Diddy's alleged wrongdoing has sparked new calls for the entertainment industry to be more open and accountable. At the heart of the problem is the lack of protections for young artists from being harmed by adults. Because the industry doesn't want to face these problems head on, abusers have been able to get away with it for decades. As a young artist, Bieber was clearly open to being hurt. At a young age, he was thrust into the spotlight and surrounded by powerful people in the business, like Diddy, who could make or break his career. It would have been too much for him to handle the pressure to fit in, trust the people around him, and live up to the high expectations of fame. For real change to happen, the industry needs to make it clear what the difference is between mentoring and taking advantage of people. Young artists need to be able to get emotional support, legal help, and safe places to work where they don't have to worry about being manipulated. Also, people who abuse their power should face consequences, no matter how powerful or well-known they are. The part Justin Bieber plays in this story will change as the case against Diddy goes on. The truth about these things will have a huge effect on his life and career, no matter what he does. In the past few years, Bieber has already taken big steps to take care of his mental health, and this new chapter may push him even further to find peace and healing. Self-care is important, especially for young artists who are dealing with the stresses of fame. His story shows us this. As Bieber thinks about his time with Diddy and the ongoing legal case, he may come out of it stronger and more resilient, ready to take charge of his story and continue his career on his own terms. These claims have broken up the relationship between Justin Bieber and Diddy, which was once seen as a great example of a mentor and protege. When Bieber was younger, he probably saw Diddy as a role model who could help him handle the chaos of becoming famous. But looking back, what seemed like harmless interactions are now filled with moments of questionable behavior. One example is the famous video of Diddy talking about having Bieber for 48 hours. It can now be seen in a much darker light. What seemed like lighthearted banter about living a posh life now makes me seriously worry about whether or not they should be together. Did Bieber fully understand the world he was thrown into when he was so young? As more fans and people in general watch this video, they become more and more uneasy about what really happened behind the scenes in Bieber's early career. There is no solid proof that Bieber did anything illegal during this time, but the fact that he is linked to Diddy's controversial lifestyle and parties paints a troubling picture. Could Bieber have taken part in or seen Diddy's alleged wrongdoing without knowing it? As more information about Diddy's arrest and the crimes he is accused of has come out, social media has been filled with reactions. People often think of Diddy when they think of Justin Bieber because of their relationship in the past. His name has been trending as fans wonder how much he knows about or is involved with Diddy's bad side, and a lot of people are upset about the resurgence of old interviews and videos online. Some people say Bieber was too young and easy to influence to have been able to stop what happened. Others, though, wonder if Bieber's career path might have been different if he hadn't told anyone about what he may have seen or experienced. Today's world is based on social media, so public opinion can change quickly and without warning. Bieber hasn't said anything public about Diddy's arrest yet, but there is more and more pressure on him to do so. People want to know how close Bieber really was to Diddy and if he knew about any of the alleged sexual misconduct that Diddy is now being accused of. It's likely that Diddy's arrest and the charges against him will have a lasting effect on his career and the music business as a whole. People used to think that his influence was a sign of success, but now there are claims that he abused, manipulated, and exploited people. Rumors about Diddy's wild parties and controlling behavior went around for years, but most people just thought they were stories for the tabloids. Now that the accusations are being looked into by the federal government, it's harder to hide the truth. Diddy used to be untouchable, but now he's in the middle of a huge legal battle that could put him in jail for life. The case has brought up old wounds in the entertainment industry and made many people face the problem of powerful people abusing their power, which has been going on for a long time. Diddy is facing these very serious charges, and his legacy is being broken down piece by piece. The entertainment business used to ignore this kind of behavior so people could keep their jobs, but now they have to face the truth. In reality, Diddy's alleged actions could change how mentorship and power are seen in the industry if they are proven to be true. A big problem in the entertainment entertainment business is an uneven distribution of power, which is shown by Diddy's relationship with Justin Bieber. Young artists who are often new to the business and want to be successful are put in dangerous situations where they have to rely on the advice of more experienced people. This dependence makes it easy for people to take advantage of others, as many high-profile cases over the years have shown. Diddy and Bieber had a clear difference in who was in charge. As a young Canadian teen, Bieber was thrown into the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. Diddy, on the other hand, was already a well-known and powerful mogul who had worked in the business for decades. The difference in age, experience, and influence makes people wonder how much control Bieber really had over his early career and the places he went to while Diddy was his mentor. It's being asked by many if this kind of relationship is inherently bad, especially when the mentor has so much control over the young artist's career. The industry is already getting a lot of attention for other high-profile cases of abuse, and now it has to face the fact that it helped these power imbalances happen in the first place. The entertainment business has a long history of ignoring abuse, especially when it involves young, weak stars. This has been brought to light once more. The claims made against Diddy are not unique at all. They are a systemic problem in the movie and music industries, where powerful people often use their power to control those they are in charge of. Many of these issues came to light because of the #MeToo movement, which showed how common abuse is in Hollywood and beyond. But the music business has been slower to deal with these issues. Diddy's case could be the turning point that makes industry leaders put in place stricter rules and protections to keep young talent safe. Setting limits in mentorship relationships is one of the most important things that needs to be done. Mentorship can be very helpful for young artists, but there needs to be clear rules to stop people from taking advantage of the relationship. It's important to keep young stars like Bieber safe from the kind of predatory behavior that Diddy is accused of. Also, there needs to be more accountability in the business world. A lot of the time, abusers have been able to keep doing bad things for years because of their fame and power. For things to change for good, there should be no tolerance for any kind of abuse or exploitation, no matter how powerful the person doing it is. The effects on Justin Bieber are likely to last for a long time after these revelations. Even though he hasn't been charged with a crime, the fact that he was close to Diddy during the height of the alleged abuse has made him feel uncomfortable. Bieber is trying to stay out of the public eye so that he can deal with his past with Diddy, putting the good and bad memories together and moving on with his career and personal life. It's not clear what will happen next for Bieber because of how bad this scandal is and how he has had mental health problems in the past. Bieber may need some time away from the spotlight to heal. Fans will definitely keep supporting him, but people may still have questions about his relationship with Diddy for years to come. Bieber could also use his fame for good. Bieber could become a voice for change if she speaks out, whether it's to clear the air or draw attention to problems that affect the whole industry. He became famous at a young age, had problems with his mental health, and is now dealing with the effects of a bad relationship with a powerful person. This is a common story among young stars in the entertainment industry. As more information about Diddy's case comes to light, the bigger effects on the entertainment business keep getting clearer. It's not just about one man's alleged crimes, it's also about the systems that make it easy for them to happen. Too long, powerful people in the industry have been able to take advantage of young talent without getting caught. But those days may be over now that social media and public advocacy are so popular. The problems that came up after Diddy was arrested and Bieber's relationship with him will definitely last a long time. Leaders in their fields will have to face the fact that doing business the same way they have for decades is no longer acceptable. Young artists need to be kept safe, not just from predators, but also from the dangerous places where that kind of behavior is encouraged. The next steps for Justin Bieber are still unknown, but his story is a stark reminder of how dangerous it can be to be a young star in a business that sometimes puts power and money ahead of health and safety. The world will be paying close attention to the case against Diddy as it develops, not only to see how it turns out in court, but also to see what it means for the future of the music business. What are your thoughts on this situation? Let me know down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.